Hello there. Welcome to Down and Down, a rabbit hole podcast. Just want to be the first to say happy holidays.
Hmm. Hello there. I just want to be the second one to say happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
uh, I thought somebody was going to correct me and be like, it's Merry Christmas.
I
That's
tacked
the
on a
only
Merry
reason I even
Christmas.
said it.
I know, but I couldn't get over the hello there.
Hello there.
That probably is going to be a pretty distorted intro.
Yeah.
But
Well,
so my name is Buck.
and I'm Jack.
And I'm Jack.
Yes, I am.
And we have an amphibious reptilian. What are turtles? Are they amphibians or are they reptiles? I don't even know. They are in the water, so I'm gonna assume they're amphibians. We have an amphibious guest today. You want to introduce yourself?
I am Shelly. And happy
Entertaining.
holiday.
Ah, there we go.
I'll be the third one to say happy holidays.
All right,
But
cool. Shelly's our
I just
friend.
felt like that was very offensive because turtles are definitely reptiles
You should
and
know
not
this already.
amphibians.
Isn't the thing that
There's a
makes an
difference.
amphibian an amphibian because they're like water bound? They like spend a lot of time in the water.
Um,
But yeah, but
not
alligator.
not completely.
Let's
Just
find out.
turtles are reptiles. They have dry, scaly skin. They breathe air with lungs, and they lay hard-shelled eggs on land.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay.
I'm taking up for you, Shelley, because I know how you do.
Thank you.
Hey,
You're speaking for me. I appreciate it.
and what makes an amphibian? Do they have gills or something?
No,
So
I only well, I don't. I have known some amphibians. Obviously, Bog was one, and then uh Pemberley, but was a toad. But
Okay, amphibians lay jelly-like eggs in the water.
I did know that much, but I wasn't sure
And
how. Don't
there's
they
like a
breathe out their butt?
metamorphic. I don't know. Shelly, you breathe out of your butt?
She's
the last time
she's
I
not
checked,
she's a
Oh, wait,
reptile.
I'm not
They're
a
all the
butt
same.
breather, so
Oh my
They're
gosh.
all the same.
Let's just introduce what we're talking about because we are way too far on this.
Oh man, what an intro. All right, guys. So
so chaotic.
we're gonna
This is how
talk. We're gonna talk about a very controversial topic today.
Just breathing out of your butt.
Breathing out of your
Yeah.
butt. No, it's about up there with do you like pineapple on your pizza? But we are going to talk about where the chronological line is where it's acceptable to start decorating and celebrating Christmas. I feel like Jack figured out a funny thing
I
about
figured out that
amphibians.
it's turtles that breathe through their butt, Shelly.
Only turtles.
Oh my goodness. You know
Talk
what?
about bad breath.
I guess I just
Your breath
don't
smells
know
like poop.
myself
But they
very
have
well,
nose holes,
so-
don't they?
I think they can. I think they can also.
So, yeah. When is it acceptable? Let's figure it out.
For butt breath?
No. For- wow.
Let's dive into this rabbit hole.
Down and down the rabbit hole. Just how deep does it go? Where it stops, nobody knows. So let's go down the rabbit hole. Down and down the rabbit hole. Down and down the rabbit hole.
All right. So, I feel like we have a pretty wide range of opinions here. I don't have the strongest opinion on this. So, I'm kind of more in the middle on this topic. But let's Jack, what's your take?
Well, honestly, I don't care.
Okay,
But
maybe we both have a middle
I was about to
range.
say we don't. That was one reason why we invited Shelly because she actually does have a specific care. However, I don't have a problem with decorating before Thanksgiving. I am dead set on we don't do it before Halloween. I like Halloween. I could really take down my Halloween and put my Christmas up and be completely happy, be fine with that. I will also leave it up until mid-January sometimes, my Christmas. And I love Christmas music. So I will listen to Christmas music pretty early. Again, right after Halloween ends. I will start listening to Christmas music if I want to. But I will even listen everybody. Secret. I will even listen to Christmas music in the summertime.
Scandal.
Why? Because it's jolly. It's holly jolly. It reminds me of a colder time and a happier time, and it's Christmas in July.
And
Yeah.
here in Appalachia, at least in our part, them summers they get hot.
Appalachia.
Appalachia.
No.
All right, Shelley. Enlighten us.
You need to wait until after Thanksgiving. 100%. It's kind of a hot take on it for some people, but I just think that a lot of stores and a lot of places, they like to do it really early on, like stupid early, like when it's hot. When we like a lot of times, depending on which store you work at. So after I left the bookstore that when Jack and I left or worked together, I had gone to a very popular-ish crafting store that I started calling Glitter Hell because that's how it felt.
Glitter hell.
You used to
Hell.
call the place we worked at that too, though.
Anything that has glitter is hell. Um,
Pretty sure that's
but
going to be closer to heaven with radiance
for
and light shining and
Glitter is pretty terrible.
nah.
I started sneezing it.
Oh,
Like,
I don't feel
yeah,
like that's healthy.
it is
Was
not
it out your
healthy.
butt?
Ha! Turtles.
That's called
No,
a fart, my
time I did-
friend.
that is
Now
honestly
if you
at
can
this
suck
point,
it
I wouldn't
back
be
in.
surprised. Ew. But no, we would start doing it like a very stupid early in the year,
Mhm.
all the time, and so I just never got a break from it. And so like the commercialism aspect of it just got really annoying.
Hate
We would
that
have
commercialism.
it's terrible.
Down with the
Uh,
man.
Capitalism.
Santa.
Capitalism.
Santa is
The
the
root
man.
of all evil.
The Rudolph of all evil. I'll see myself out.
But no, it just got really
Rudolph Hitler.
stupid. Yeah, at this point, yeah.
No, but here's the thing, though. If you're not worried about, if you're worried about the commercialism, that's on you, my friend. Because I'll be listening. Like I said, I'll be listening to it in the summertime, not because of commercialism, because holly jolly.
So, okay. So for you, it comes down to whenever you were working at this like craft variety store type thing that sold
Glitter
like
hell.
decorations and all that kind of stuff. But it did that for like multiple seasons, right?
Specifically for Christmas, they
Well,
did do it
that's the
for other
biggest.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did have it for other seasons, but that was like the biggest thing that they would have.
But like isn't that really kind of accurate for Christmas in general? Even if like it was just from Thanksgiving on, Christmas would
And
probably be significantly larger as far as like decorations, that kind of stuff, because people tend to decorate more for Christmas than they do any other holiday.
correct. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the point of the store you worked at? I mean, it was a craft and decoration store, and one might would say it was a lobby of hobbies. So there were that's what you had there was decorative things.
Have a lobby hobby Christmas.
Glitter, glitter hell.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's
Remix. That sucked. That's
Thank you. I liked it.
no, I do remember when we worked together. Shelly and I worked at a bookstore and a Christian bookstore that is no longer a brick and mortar store. But
it was
back
a
then,
way of life.
it was a way of life.
It definitely was.
But when we were there, after the VBS season, so after summer, we would directly go into our Christmas time. We start getting Christmas cards early on. And I remember Shelly having to open the Christmas cards and put them out, and then she would be covered in glitter, and she was so annoyed. And that was
Very
just
much.
But you also have to realize that Shelly's a bit of an Eeyore, and I'm a bit of a Tigger. And so she's over there like, oh, there's glitter everywhere. And I'm like, glitter, glitter. It's so shiny and sparkly and fun.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I'm not an Eeyore, but I do share your sentiment about glitter. I'm not a fan of glitter.
Why?
I
What is
just
the
don't like
problem?
having crap on me.
Doesn't go away. It's itchy.
It's not itchy.
It is very. Listen,
It ain't
okay.
wool.
It's itchy when it gets on you. So one of the things that happened that really made me hate glitter is I was getting these trees from the top cap at Glitter Hell, and
Second place.
I was the second one. It was the second level of hell.
Where they torture
but
you by glitter.
No,
they do.
it's not glitter hell. It's glitter glory.
Okay.
Glory. No, this isn't Bethel.
Glory.
Gold glitter.
But I had to get a couple of these trees on the top cap, and they're all glitter. And I just wanted one. All of them.
You're saying top
decided-
cap, right?
Top
cap with a P.
cap.
I'll make
Yes.
sure that you wasn't talking about that old cartoon Top Cat or whatever.
No, we're talking
That's
top
relevant.
cap. And
ahead.
I just wanted one, and all of them decided to knock down, and
They decided
glitter
to knock
rain.
down.
They all decided to fall.
They made up their own minds.
They made their own
But-
mind. We're going to knock
They
us
sure did.
down, guys.
Right now, all by ourselves. They all decided to fall. When I grabbed just one of them, they all fell, and it just got rained on. And
It rained glitter.
it rained
Was the glitter golden?
It was multicolor. Oh,
So
shut.
It wasn't like a
Ew.
golden shower.
Ew. Ew. But no, I was covered. My eyelashes had glitter. My scalp had glitter. The fun part too is I got to go to a class after that, and I didn't have time to get cleaned up or anything. So I was in glitter glory.
So keep in mind, I
Ugh.
don't like glitter simply because I just don't like having stuff all over me. Like sawdust, get off of me.
Mhm.
Like the little the Christmas trees that have the like the snowy stuff on them.
Yes.
I like the way they look. I don't want the crap on me. You know what I'm
Flocking
saying?
is what that's called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Flocking.
We just got
Flock you.
our daughter a Christmas tree that has that on it. So my wife was like,
Mistakes were made.
my wife's like, oh, it's got the flocking on it. I'm like, what the heck is flocking? She's like, flocking, the snow on. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. The only man that knows that is Jack. And
That's not true.
probably a man designed it.
Yeah. And if anybody who's ever worked with those kind of Christmas trees or bought those, it says it
Yeah.
right there.
Yep, the frosting. But anyways,
That's a cake.
I had cake today.
So Martha Stewart, and I think that since she is probably considered an authority on the subject, said that it was
And a
once
delinquent.
once
Down. Be Princess Snoop.
I'm trying to tell a story. Not really, but I am trying to answer something.
All
I
right, go
don't know if
ahead.
this is
Authority.
actually.
Martha Authority.
It's not actually. Be honest with you, it's not Martha Stewart, but it is through her like website. This
Oh, her little
person,
yeah.
Madeline
Prior.
Buiano, I don't know, some kind of Italian name or something. Um, said that it used to be only after Thanksgiving that it was acceptable, but now people are starting to order their stuff as early as August. So,
Oh, or so order them
Earlier.
or put them up.
it says people begin shopping for their tinsel, garlands, and ornaments on Etsy as early as August. But
I mean,
I
that
mean,
could be because it's cheaper, though.
could be, but you would think it'd be cheaper like in January.
Yeah, well, it does go cheaper in January.
So, but
But
it
who
might
knows
just
about
be,
Etsy?
but it might just be, you know, that they're prepared right after Halloween to put it up,
Could be.
and that's October. That's November.
So Jack and I used to work at a clothing store back in college, and it was in a mall, and it kind of had like an exterior storefront, if that makes sense, where there was kind of like it wasn't just like you walk in the opening and that was all of the store. Like the store kind of had more outside decorations more than glass or whatever. So we would actually put up Halloween decorations, we put up Christmas decorations, and I remember one day it was Halloween. It was Halloween, and we were taking down the Halloween decoration, and I was putting up garland with multicolored gigantic bulb lights. And I was like, this is so weird to be putting it up on Halloween. Um, so that's probably the hottest take that I have about this. But Shelly, my question for you is, do you feel like you only feel this way because you worked in a store that specialized in selling like decorations for things, especially like not only for holidays, but you did sell a lot for holiday stuff, and Christmas being the biggest holiday that you sell decorations for. Do you feel like that's the reason why?
I think that there's more to it. I think that's part of it, but I think also as well, it's like, why are we ignoring the other holidays and just rushing to one thing? And so I think it's like we are trying to, it feels like we're rushing through time when we're not even acknowledging like other phases in life. We just,
Puberty.
uh, that was horrid.
We're rushing straight to senior citizens.
Not other holidays of the year, phases in life.
Phases in life. Wow. But
Holiday-
who really does a whole lot of decorating
Holidays.
for Thanksgiving? Who puts a turkey around? There's some people who do.
My mom was one of those
working-
people.
I have had a lot of people who would come in to Glitter Hell and wanting Thanksgiving stuff. There's no
Right.
wanting 4th of July stuff.
Cool. Yeah, people do that.
And
People decorate
Halloween.
for 4th of July. Jill is one of those who really likes to decorate for 4th of July. It's her favorite holiday. But in comparison to Christmas,
Yeah, 4th of July is not really like a season. Like Thanksgiving,
Like,
I think
depending on the person.
so. The reason I say like Thanksgiving, my mom, I wouldn't say she decorated specifically for Thanksgiving, but she did decorate for autumn. And a lot of times that meant there would be some like things that had turkeys on them or whatever. And my wife now, she likes to put up stuff for, she does kind of Halloween and autumn together. So we'll have like harvest pumpkin type things rather than just spooky decorations or whatever. So there's kind of like more like we have this like fabric stack of pumpkins that looks plaid that my dog almost devoured. Yeah, and we just put that up today because today was we actually decorated the Christmas tree and the inside of the house.
you mean you put it away today?
Yeah, but it was out. It was out,
Sure.
and that's the reason
Sure.
that I'm saying.
But that's not. I don't consider that. I don't consider that a Thanksgiving. I consider that fall. A lot of people decorate for fall, but you don't see pilgrims and turkeys.
Yeah, and
out
that's
so
what I'm
much.
saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes in fall decorations you'll have like turkeys in the decorations. But
Some
it's not like, oh,
cornucopias.
Thanksgiving decorations. It's like you
Right.
might have like a
That's my
little,
point. That's my point.
yeah.
There's far less people who are going to decorate specifically for Thanksgiving, not the fall, because people will decorate by season versus by holiday. But not so much with Christmas. Christmas is almost like it's a season of its own.
Yeah.
That makes
Really,
sense.
the only holidays that I feel like most people do any sort of decoration for, there's a lot of people out there that will actually put out stuff for 4th of July. Still not, it's probably the
Not as
least
elaborate.
common, least, because 4th of July doesn't have a season associated with it. It's not just like,
Summer.
oh, summer, 4th of July. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
4th of,
but I
4th
mean,
of July is
a
just,
lot of people will still do like popsicles, strawberries, red, white, and blue.
yeah. It's like,
freedom.
hey, we're doing
Yes.
this thing
It's
is
far
happening
less
this one day.
elaborate. It's far less elaborate than anything with Christmas.
But so
True.
Halloween, people, it's not like it used to be. Growing up, I feel like people didn't really decorate for Halloween. They would just get a pumpkin and put the pumpkin on their porch or
No, you
or-
had, but we were in the 90s. People had ghosts that hung on their doors and they said, "Ooh."
That's true. That's true. But that happened during our lifetime. People didn't do that before that. So like, but that was
It was
that was
like
the
a
extent of it
jack-o'-lantern.
though.
Yeah, it was a
That the
jack-o'-lantern
extent
and
of it.
those things.
But
We
now,
literally have watched the growth of Halloween decorations.
yeah, I would say
Literally,
Halloween
because these skeletons that they've got going on right now,
Those
just
giant
wild.
skeletons.
huge.
wild. There was one in our neighborhood that looked like it looked, it didn't even look like a skeleton. It looked like a creepy claymation character, and it was as tall as those really like 15-foot tall skeletons that you see now. Which those are cool and all. I would not want to spend that much money on it.
Where are they storing it is what I want to know. Like, where are they putting
I
it?
guess
I'm
they just
guessing it
tear
comes
it down.
apart.
Yeah.
But so at one of our past houses, right down the road from it, there was people who put theirs up for a Halloween and left it up like all year long, and they would redress it essentially.
I'm just
For-
saying. I mean,
I'm
if you're
talking
gonna
about
decorate
specifically
for
one of those giant skeletons, and it was up all year long. It was had like a Santa
Yeah.
hat on, and then they just redecorated it.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna decorate for Halloween, it might as well just be a portal because you're opening up portals for demons to come in your life. Over like just portals everywhere, and
What's going to happen?
yeah, it's all pagan, even Christianity. I mean, even Christmas. So
yeah, Christianity's even pagan.
my lord,
It's polytheistic
You know that
religion.
tree? Did you know that tree you just put up?
Yeah,
Pagan.
yeah.
it's the devil.
That's
Bible
why I
says
don't
don't
like
do
that.
that.
Oh, you guys joke. That crap is about to start to bombard TikTok,
Oh, I know. We
And,
know. We ain't joking. We know.
and
But we're not the only ones who have this kind of a debate. Like a lot of people have the debate, when do we decorate? In fact, this video is from the Makeshift Project on TikTok. Look at this.
When is it acceptable to put up Christmas decorations?
I'm an after Thanksgiving guy.
I'm a November 1st guy.
Yeah, which is just completely wrong and just inappropriate, honestly.
No, realistically, I'm not a November 1st guy, but I think after Halloween, November 1st, it is acceptable. It's okay. You don't have to listen to Christmas music.
That's fine. Mariah Carey did the whole thing. You see that campaign?
And that's what I was going to use to back up my argument about the decorations. Mariah Carey released her It's Time video on TikTok. It got 105.3 million views.
yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
So people want Christmas.
That's okay. I just don't love it. I really don't love it. I
Because
feel like you need to
because
get
you're
closer.
Scrooge.
No, I'm not a Scrooge.
You're the Grinch.
I do kind of look like a Grinch or a Scrooge. Like if you just like based off my look, you'd be like, that guy is miserable during this time of year.
If somebody started putting up Christmas decorations on November 1st, I would never stop them and I would never say they're doing it wrong, but I wouldn't do it. I think November 15th is a good time.
That's fine. My problem is that like you have people over for Thanksgiving, your family and stuff. Like, do you want the lights up?
I do.
See, I don't. I'm out on that.
I think as soon as that daylight savings time stops, it's depressing when it gets to 4 or 5 o'clock, and you might as well lighten up the mood.
That's a good argument.
Trying to sell you.
That's more supportive than the other arguments that you had.
That's funny.
I-
That's funny. So I've literally always said, like, when people are like, get rid of daylight savings time. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And whenever people say that, they think, oh, that means that the day will be longer. No, getting rid of daylight savings time means that it's going to get dark early. And I'm like, absolutely do that, because if we kept the other side, we would not be able to enjoy Christmas lights. And that is my entire reason for it. Like,
For getting rid
100
of it.
for not being in favor of having longer days. Rather than shorter
I'm
days.
just tired of going back and forth, and there's no real purpose for it anymore.
Yeah,
But that's
I would be totally fine. I would be absolutely fine if it got dark at 6 o'clock every day.
Ew.
Well, I'm a night owl anyway.
I mean, I am
So-
too, but I don't necessarily need it to be dark
No. Same.
at that early.
I mean, I'm not going outside and playing at 6 o'clock, and neither are my kids. So
I mean, we used to.
yeah, but we'd also play in the dark. So it wouldn't matter the time of year. But so
So here's a
Alright.
question for Shelley, who is our Scrooge, right?
Yeah.
Our she's green, not the Grinch. So here we are. What is your favorite holiday? You better don't say Christmas. You better don't say Christmas. You better not say Christmas.
That's where my brain goes, though.
Well, you tell us where the truth goes.
But no, I do like the day of Christmas. I do like that.
only
Just
the
the one
day.
day.
Just the one day.
Both of us.
But no, that is one of my favorites. Just mainly just because I do enjoy giving the gifts and all of that, and just sharing those moments. Some of the traditions. We don't have a lot of traditions, but we do have some. It's just the leading up to it. And Mariah Carey drives me crazy, for crying out loud.
Well, I hate that song, but
I mean, I don't like that. So I'm not specifically in love with that either. I just think, how are you gonna be like, oh, Christmas is my favorite, but I hate decorating for it. I hate the Christmas season. Just the one day when I can give some gifts that I've told people I'm gonna make them, but I'm 5 years behind. Actually,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know. So
you're supposed to have.
Shelley was
You
supposed
to have made some decorations for
No,
Jack.
not a decoration. Shelley was supposed to make a blanket for Bunny when she was born. My daughter. She's now 6, about to be 7. I've never seen it.
Have you ever seen it, Shelley?
I've seen it. The closet.
In her
In your mind?
We've been friends for too long, bud.
Yeah.
In my mind's eye,
in the closet right now.
You're in the
Oh,
closet
Linda.
right now?
he is.
The blanket. That's a different what?
The
Shelley
blanket's
and
an
her friend
interesting
Shalisha.
metaphor. But okay, so all right. My general take on this whole topic. I don't usually do anything before Thanksgiving. I don't want to have to take the time to actually go out and put the decorations up. That has nothing to do with my strong stance on when it should. I just don't want to do it. It's just me being lazy. But
Heard it here.
I would absolutely get on board if we were just as American society was like, okay, once we hit November 1st, we are now in the holiday season. 100% be fine with starting to like do stuff for Christmas. I think there's a lot of people that don't even decorate for fall. But if we're just kind of like, yeah, we're in the holiday season and we want to listen to Christmas music and all this stuff, I would be 100% on board with that. I'd even be willing to put Christmas lights up. And I think it'd probably be a pretty easy thing to start putting lights up that change color to seasonal themes. Like that's so like manufacturers
White and
start
blue during the summer, and
yeah, like
Other
so you know a
stuff on.
lot of people started getting those permanent lights that they're not like ones you're supposed to look directly at, but they shine light on the house, and you can change that according
Yeah.
to different things.
I've done
And
those.
I'm not talking about the lasers. I'm talking about like these little like
Light
they're
shows.
Oh, just like
they
colors.
go under like the eaves and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and
Mhm.
then you can
Yeah.
change. You can
Mm,
put them on like
yeah.
regular
Yeah.
color for most of
Yeah.
the year, and then you can push. You can change it according to every holiday.
Yeah.
But I think they easily could come up with holiday lights that like you just press a button and then it goes to like a autumny feel or a Halloween feel, and then once you get to the next season, she's like, okay, go to this, and we're all of a sudden at Christmas.
You just preset it in your phone.
Yeah. And if we did that, I think manufacturers and companies would start designing things according to that, which I would be 100% down for. I also would,
Because it's a one time,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Like, because, I
put
mean,
up
the most celebrated holidays are back to back. Like,
one time
you've got,
installment.
yeah, October, November, December, January, 4 holidays right there at each other that everybody celebrates. And or at least the majority of people celebrate in some way. And so I don't really understand like the stark. I don't want anything Christmas. Like I've got
Batman.
several friends that they just despise Christmas music. They despise anything like Christmassy, and they're like,
Well,
"Don't rush it, don't rush it, don't rush it." As a matter of fact,
Shark Face was like that.
Tom's one of those people.
Who? Oh,
Tom,
Tom.
and
I could see that. I
or at
didn't
least he
necessarily
used to
know
be.
that.
He
I didn't
used to be.
necessarily know that about, but Tom, is it maybe different now that he's got children?
It might be now, but
The girl that we went to college with hated like she really, I think she even hated Christmas, to be honest with you. But she took part of like the Christmas festivities with Jill and I. She and Jill shared an apartment together, and another girl, but she hated it. Like she hated it. So, but when we decorated and everything, she joined in. We had a good time with her, but she hated it. She absolutely despised anything really to do with Christmas. She hated Christmas music, which to me is I don't understand, because to me Christmas music is just happy holly jolly. Like
happy holly jolly.
I can understand. I don't necessarily agree, but I can understand. Not necessarily wanting to put your Christmas up before Thanksgiving. I can understand that because there is a holiday there. We put our Christmas tree and some of our decorations up like the week of Thanksgiving this week, this year.
What I did.
I started listening to Christmas music pretty much right after Halloween. I have a Halloween playlist that has a lot of spooky or weird, kind of mysterious, whatever songs that kind of have a Halloween feel or something. After Halloween, I shift from that playlist, which could be an all year long playlist, but I shift from that to Christmas a lot of times. I do some other things I don't just do Christmas, but I do incorporate that playlist into some of my Christmas playlists into my rotation pretty much on November 1st.
Yeah.
So, Shelly, do you feel like you shouldn't be listening to Christmas music even?
No, I'm completely fine with whatever anyone else wants to do. I just,
I
for
just mean
me,
you.
just me. No, I'm fine with Christmas after a certain point. When I went to a certain
But
point,
what's the
like
point?
But
the
what I'm asking,
point,
but do you
Thanksgiving,
the
after
music like do you? But what I mean is like I get the decoration because you don't like the glitter and all
The
that comes
music
with it. But I'm
too.
talking about the music specifically.
The
Are
music
you
too.
hard on the music too?
Hmm. Part of it too is because even before Halloween, they would have the music playing before even Halloween.
They would
And
have
so,
Christmas music playing before Halloween
yeah,
in the store.
They
yes.
would sometimes, but so your whole disdain for Christmas prior to a specific time is because of like some PTSD that you've created in your head because of a workplace that you haven't worked at in how many years?
Don't shame her trauma, Jack.
Shame.
It's real
Shame.
trauma.
Shame.
Shame! Shame!
So yeah, I understand like you personally being like, oh, it's not for me, just because you got burnt out on Christmas celebration, like what's the word I'm looking for? Materialism. Not even necessarily getting the stuff, but like buying the stuff to celebrate or whatever. I get that.
That's no reason to not love the Lord and His birthday.
The Lord and his
Listen,
birthday.
I love Jesus. I love Jesus. Okay.
I don't really care that much about other holidays. I would say my next favorite holiday is probably Easter. Um, and that's not just because of it, me trying to sound holier than thou or anything like that, which I am.
It is.
But,
It is.
but
You're
no,
trying.
growing up, I always loved Easter. And I guess it probably had to do with like the theme behind like Easter Bunny and that kind of stuff, and just the imagination aspect of it and it feeling magical. But then even after I knew that that wasn't real, um,
Imagination.
Imagination.
but I still loved it. I love Good Friday. I love doing church stuff on Good Friday and Easter Sunday, and but I don't really care that much about Halloween. Shocker, even though I've got strong opinions about Halloween. I don't care anything about St. Patrick's Day because we literally do nothing to actually focus on what that's supposed to be about. It's just a day for people to get drunk. I don't really care about New Year's Eve because a lot of times don't even pay attention to the clock change. Thanksgiving, I do like Thanksgiving, but everybody's like the food, and I'm not big on turkey. So
Are you
Well,
ham or
you
turkey
can
guy?
eat other food.
yeah,
You don't have
but
to just eat turkey.
turkey.
Turkey?
Turkey.
You don't have to eat the turkey.
Turkey.
But so
I
I mean,
like ham on. That's my favorite. My aunt makes the most delicious ham.
probably the best things about Thanksgiving are the sides. But
I do like dressing.
I like dressing. I
But
like
don't
sweet potato
undress.
casserole.
What? What did you say?
I said don't undress.
Oh, no, thank you.
But everybody's always thought like I always eat too much on Thanksgiving, and I always fix one plate and I'm done. Versus Christmas dinner, which
Versus
my
every
family,
other meal for you.
yeah, it's fair. Christmas dinner, my family over the past few years started a tradition where we make prime rib for Christmas, and I love it. It's
That
my
sounds good.
favorite meal of the entire year. Um, and I will eat prime rib for like a week after Christmas is over. And
See. I was gonna let you finish.
oh, but so I don't care anything about Valentine's Day. Not really. Um, why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, but I always think about you and Valentine's Day. It's that card.
Oh, that's a story for another time.
Valentine's Day is not as big of a date, and Shelley has never been one to really like Valentine's Day that I can
No.
remember. I
You're
remember,
correct.
in fact, I remember you being quite annoyed with Valentine's Day. But I mean, no offense, I'm just going to throw you dirty laundry out here, but it's because Shelley's been alone for most of
Yes.
the time. She hasn't had someone to share that with, so that could change.
Yes, spinster.
I know. Listen, at that age back in the day,
She's
they
an old
were
maid.
at this point in time, which is offensive.
You just
But no,
live in your independent woman life.
there you go. You know it. I don't know. But no, like
I ain't no man.
no, it wasn't. So it wasn't just all of the decorations and everything. It's also the attitude that people would have during that. Like they would treat it as if this was like the most important thing that you can ever get or need in your life. And if you didn't have it, like different things would
Christmas, or are
stop.
we talking about Christmas? What are we talking about?
Christmas. We're going
Oh,
back
okay.
to Christmas.
I thought
The
we was on.
decorations.
I
The
wasn't sure.
decorations or gifts or other things like that. like if we
Merry
didn't have those things, like we were treated less than, as if it was my fault, that their kids weren't going to have Christmas and everything the
The
way they
kids weren't
wanted,
gonna have Christmas.
the way they wanted.
Um,
That's what I was told. And so just after a while, just hearing that often too, it was like just the
I don't think I
greediness
ever,
and
I don't think I ever got that working in
Mm-mm,
retail.
me either. I
Where
worked in a lot of places that were retail. I don't think I
I
ever had
never
anybody
got
like,
like
it's my
this.
fault. I don't have him. Be like, well, heifer, I'm sorry you didn't come in time when
Yeah,
we had them.
I
on
never,
you.
I never got the terrible attitude, holiday attitude people always talk about. I never saw it. Even whenever people were still like flocking to stores and
Flocking.
fighting over stuff on like Black Friday and stuff like that, I never saw anybody like fight over Black Friday deals. I mean, there were several times where we'd wait in line and stuff like that. But maybe that's just because we weren't in like crazy big cities. Um, we lived in kind of not like small towns, but medium-sized towns.
Mhm.
Even the one that we're in now isn't like the biggest in the world. But so maybe that's why I didn't see it. I never saw negative holiday attitudes. Like
Yeah.
except for I don't like this Christmas.
Well, Buck
I
and I
don't
were
like it.
very, I think we were very much, because we grew up together, Christmas was one of our bigger things. And I remember us always getting excited about Christmas. I remember when we started to feel that lull, almost like Christmas didn't feel the same maybe around college age. And we were like, this just doesn't feel the same anymore.
Hmm.
And it being a disappointment because we had had such good Christmas memories.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And our
And
families were so close that we would do a lot of stuff around Christmas
mhm.
together.
One of my favorite Christmas traditions that we had growing up, my dad came up with what's called the Christmas lights game. Jack, did you ever play this with us?
I don't know.
So we
Say it.
would,
Say it.
I will
Say
say
it.
it. So what we would
He's
do,
trying to
and I don't think it's like unusual for anybody to go around and just look at Christmas lights in neighborhoods and stuff like that. I think a lot of people do that. But what we would do is we would go look in neighborhoods, and it was a competition. It was the only competitive thing I ever did in my life that I really cared about. And if whenever you saw lights, you would call it, and that would be a point for you. You'd be like, you see that light, you'd be like, I got it. And it had to be in eye shot. Like you couldn't just be like, oh, I know there's lights over there, so I call them. Like everybody had to be able to see them. Even though my dad cheated all the time, but and he's the one that created the game. He's like, I got that one over around the corner. I was like, well, you can't see it. I created. He'd be like, I created this game.
That
um,
sounds about right.
did you ever play that with us, Jack?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we did it every Christmas. But so that was uh, that was one of the biggest things as far as like losing that whenever
Hmm.
we got older because I haven't really like I've tried to play that with my daughter and wife. So and it's fun, but it's not quite the same just because they don't quite get it the way that our family did. And
Right.
so I still feel like Christmas is the best time of year. There is a feeling that you still get that you don't get in any other time of year. Um, it's there's a lot more Christmas movies to watch than there are like Halloween or scary movies that I would want to watch. I don't really care that much for Halloween or scary movies anyway. Um, they're just not my biggest thing. And I could probably fill every single day of the Christmas season with a Christmas movie that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And so that putting decorations up in the house, putting decorations outside, and that just makes it so much better. And so if I were able to get 2 months of that, 2 whole months of that, I would be absolutely down for that. As long as it wasn't a super debated thing where like people be like, "Oh, you're decorating now," and have to deal with that.
So Shelley, when do you think we should take the decorations down?
February.
No. I'm fine with I have kept it up through January before. And then I just usually take it
What
down.
color am I shocked? I
What
like to
color
leave it
is
up
that?
this color.
Is
I
that
Blue.
like
yellow?
that's a happy color. Um,
You can be shocked and happy.
isn't
Yeah.
surprise and inside out like is that the orange one or is it that's anxiety
That's
purple
anxiety. I don't think there's
purple?
a surprise in Inside Out.
I think you just
I
don't
think
know.
that's the color they left out. I mean the one that they left out. It's actually supposed to be one of the main emotions that we have, but they didn't do one for it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, I so I think as I've already stated, I want to get my bang for my buck. Like you said, if I can get 2 months of that, I like to go straight from Halloween into so celebrating Halloween, which y'all know I will celebrate all 30 days of October. We'll watch a movie that goes 31 days, excuse me, 31 days of October. I like to do all of them. I like to watch all of them. All the movies that I can find, horror movies and Halloween related movies, Hocus Pocus, all that, and go straight from that into some Christmas. In between is when I usually watch Nightmare Before Christmas because it's both, right?
It is a good movie.
It's
It is a good
technically a
movie.
Christmas movie.
It is, but it's both. So, and
I
that's
mean,
why
I get
it
it.
can be because it falls right after Halloween. He goes looking, so right after Halloween and going into Christmas is a good time to watch it.
The reason I say technically is because it takes place during the Christmas season. Like the majority of the story is about the Christmas
The
season.
majority of the story
Right.
is yes,
Yeah.
but I mean it's kind of you could
It
argue
leads
that
up.
it's actually in November because it's the preparing for.
Fair.
But
But they do
but
get
that is that it, but that if in this argument it is part of the Christmas.
do they actually get to Christmas in Nightmare Before Christmas? It's been
Yeah.
forever. I've seen the
Yeah.
movie maybe
Do
once in
they
my
get to
life.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get to
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he's riding his little skeleton reindeer across the sky
I
and
couldn't remember if that was just something that happened whenever he tries to off Santa
but often. But
or replace Santa.
at the very least would say we should leave it up. I would like to at least leave it up about halfway through January, but at the very least, I would say through like January. What is it? 6th, I think. That's Epiphany. Epiphany is the day that is supposed to be the day that, especially other cultures, celebrate the wise men coming. Since it
Ah,
didn't happen at Christmas.
why do we not
And
celebrate this day?
I don't know, but it is a thing, especially in Latin American cultures where they'll leave their nativities up, but they don't put the wise man up on the nativity. Even though they put him up in the nativity, they don't put him up until Epiphany to kind of represent he didn't come. They didn't come on
Which
that
is
on the
biblically
day,
accurate.
It's
which is
accurate.
biblically accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I would
Well,
say at the very
they
least
weren't there
through
at the time.
Epiphany, through Epiphany.
They probably weren't ever at the manger, but more than likely.
No, that's what I'm saying. They weren't. They weren't.
No.
Yeah.
They were not staying in a manger. I mean, that was
Where
pretty
would
much
they
one
have
night
been staying
in a
whenever
house.
like no what would they have been in Egypt?
Yeah, more than likely
Yeah.
it would have been in Egypt because
They fled
it was
to
about two.
Egypt.
It was about
Yeah.
2 years after. So
Which no, that's weird. That's wild to think of. The wise men probably visited Jesus, not even in Israel.
yeah, I mean they went and talked to Herod though.
That's
We do
true.
know that they went and talked to here. So who knows?
But maybe it wasn't Israel. Maybe
Maybe
they had
not.
come back. But who
But
knows?
they said they followed the star, so maybe it led them through. They thought, because that was where he would. They'd been studying the stars, so maybe that was where the first one was when he was born.
Hmm.
They went there, and then maybe it went on from there.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know. I
really
just know it's
that
about
far
2 years.
anyway.
But the decorating aspect of it, just to bring us back on point, um, I like to leave mine up at least halfway through. My birthday is is literally halfway marked. It's
It better be
15. It's
decorations up on my
better
birthday.
be some decorations. I like to have Christmas up through about January 15th. We don't always do that. Sometimes, like last year, I had kind of gotten to the point where I was like, I got tired of seeing it and I wanted to take it down. That doesn't normally happen. Um, but
I get reluctant to take decorations down because taking
It
them
takes so
down,
long.
no, it's way shorter than putting them up. It just makes me sad
mm,
taking them down because it means the season's over. It's like
but
literally my favorite
it
time
will
of year.
it'll come back around.
I know. It don't mean
It
I can't be
always.
sad. I can be sad.
That's why I like
Uh,
to put it up early though, so I have longer with it.
I'd probably still be sad.
You still can be sad, but then you have more time with it.
That's true. Um, so on the commercial side of things, I, I don't really like get irritated on the commercial side of things. Now, I haven't worked in a store that sold holiday decorations really, but I don't really get irritated because as soon as is over, they got Valentine's Day stuff out in most stores. Valentine's candy's out. Soon as Valentine's Day is over,
Dancing
Easter
stuffed
candy's out.
animals.
As soon as Easter's over, they got Fourth of July decorations out. As soon as Fourth of July is over, you see what I'm saying? Like it's
Mhm.
just
It's
a
always the next thing.
yeah. And it's been like that. What hasn't always been like that? It's been like that for at least 20 years now.
I don't.
And
I do think that they push Christmas back more and more each year. It seems like to where I have seen where Christmas stuff is up at the same time as Halloween stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
In fact, I went to not the exact branch that she worked in, but that store this year, and they didn't have anything Halloween,
At
and
all?
I was
Yeah,
sorely disappointed.
that is one of the things I noticed that they've gotten kind of away from is
Well,
Halloween.
maybe it's
They'll
because
have
they
the
realized
fall.
Halloween's evil and that place is.
Yes. It will
Now,
Wait till they
actually
find
make
out about
a
Christmas.
portal into the actual stores. So, like barcodes aren't even allowed either. So,
now
um,
I say that as a joke, but Hobby Lobby is they are more of a faith-based organization, aren't they?
They
they
are.
are. Yeah.
Could that really be a reason?
I wondered that this year.
Like,
Yeah, with the lack of Halloween stuff,
because have they
Halloween.
ever really pushed a lot of Halloween
not
stuff?
not really.
They
Every
they sh-
once
they
in a while
put
we
out
have things that kind of feel like it, but
like autumn
not more,
decorations. I
more
know,
yeah,
but
Yeah,
more
they would have
yeah.
but they would have a good chunk of Halloween stuff. Um, Another one was always, and they always put out really good stuff. Is Cracker Barrel always has a lot of stuff that they
yeah,
put out.
it's
Mhm.
just so
But
expensive.
yeah, it is. But
So
but they
expensive.
also still have a lot of the faith based stuff too. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I was sorely disappointed when Hobby Lobby didn't have anything Halloween at all. Not
It
even
does.
a jack o' lantern.
It's so rude. They
Not
definitely
even
have
a
popcorn.
plastic jack-o'-lantern? That's
Mm-mm.
crazy.
That's weird because
It's
I'm pretty
almost like
sure I've seen them before.
well, in the
They
past
just mean
years
it
they
this
did. It
year.
was just this
Yeah.
year.
So I
Past
wonder
years I
what
used to go in there and find a bunch of stuff I liked and look around. This year was a disappointment and a half.
Disappointed.
And I hope y'all hear this, people that's over that, and do better next
Hobby
year.
Lobby, you best be decorating for the Halloweens.
Jack
Best
said
be.
do better.
I did say that.
No, but the thing is, back to the Christmas though. Like I just noticed that there were different
the
times when we
Christmas.
would get our shipments. What?
Your shipments.
I know you scared me on that one. We
Because
get our shipments.
yeah, the shipments. Like for the Christmas boxes, very early on, like sometimes around 4th of July at times. So, and just again, it just part of it just the commercialism and just seeing that and the
But you can
attitude.
have Christmas in your heart
I've got
without
Jesus in my
having to.
heart. Doesn't mean I didn't want to.
I'm talking about Christmas, the holly jolly.
Merry Christmas.
Where am I?
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm a Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa. But you, Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa, you could easily just be like, I love Christmas, but I don't like the commercialism. I don't like all the, how it's become so commercial. Because I think there's people that do that, but they still like to decorate and they like the music. But specifically the music, because I don't know how the music hurt nobody.
Dude, I think people are more passionate about hating Christmas music than they are to Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
I do like the Christmas music just to a certain point.
Because people will hate Christmas music, period. Not just a certain time. They will just hate it. I hate Christmas music. I don't ever hear people talk about hating a genre of music as much as I hear them talk about hating Christmas music. Like on a broad scale. And
it's not
wild
even
to
a
me.
genre because
I mean, yeah.
There's
you know
genres
what I
and
mean? Because
genres, though.
it covers so
Yeah.
many different genres. Almost every different genre has Christmas music in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're right. And but it's so strange. And there are Christmas songs that I don't care for. I don't like Little Drummer Boy. I don't like Do You See What I See? I hate those songs.
I
Yeah.
used to like them when I was younger. Now I'm like, these are not biblically
Yeah.
accurate.
And I I've never really cared for All I Want for Christmas. I guess, especially fun fact for all the viewers who care about this. I used to work in a mega church, and many times we played that song in a mega church, and it made a lot of sense.
That's
All I want for
interesting.
Christmas
Mm-hmm.
is you.
Yep.
Was y'all singing it to Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
You was not.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I was too. Um, but
They probably wanted their money.
they probably wanted the what now?
The
Their
money?
money
From what?
For what?
from the people, from the congregation.
Oh,
Mm.
what that got to do with the song?
I was a mega church. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You talking about them singing that song to the people
Yeah.
because they want the
All
money?
I want for Christmas
Is there money?
is your money. Um, but
That
yeah,
doesn't make sense playing that. I don't understand singing that in a church.
it wasn't the only time we ever played something that didn't make sense in a church setting.
Well,
I used to be an advocate for playing secular music in church.
I
I'm
remember.
not so much anymore.
I remember that.
But
It's funny
and
because we used to take stances, but both of us have moved on certain things, and this
Well, I
is
mean,
one of the ones I think you've moved a little more.
Well, I
on.
think there was a time whenever secular music in church did actually play a positive impact. I don't think it does anymore, and I think it hasn't for a very long time.
I think that window may have been very small if it did indeed exist, but
If it did indeed exist.
but
But anyway, so yeah, I never understood it. I can understand not wanting specific kinds of Christmas music, like the stereotypical ones that come on iHeartRadio or something like that, or um, like what's a good one? The Mannheim Steamroller, Winter Wonderland.
yeah,
Like I can understand. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm just saying, like, I can understand people getting tired of those classics and wanting something new, or a different way. And like my favorite Christmas songs are hymns. I love Christmas hymns. Freaking love, and that's always been the case, which is weird. Um, but
Like Silent Night kind of deal.
Silent Night, Away in a Manger, um,
I'm
God Rest
sorry.
You.
What's that song where the guy what oh my gosh, we just talked about this recently and the guy said Jesus was born in
Bethlehem.
no.
Oh, you talking about Corey?
Yeah.
Good for nothing, like Nazareth, where the
Oh,
Son of Man was born.
yes.
Did
No,
we
it
talk
wasn't.
about this in did we talk about this in
Haven't.
our
It,
first episode
I don't think we. I don't think we
on
brought it up.
Forrest Frank? Maybe we
you
didn't.
did. I'm
We did
pretty
bring
sure
up
you did.
Corey Asbury, and
No, I'm
and
pretty
I don't
sure
think we.
you.
It must have been really short. I don't know. I don't watch his episodes. I edit them.
I am in them and have the conversations. I know that we've had this conversation very recently, so I feel
Yeah.
like it might have
I'm
been.
pretty sure it was in the unedited
Oh,
version.
little town of
I
Nazareth.
remember this
No.
conversation,
Oh,
hearing this.
little town
Yeah.
of Nazareth.
How horrible to completely get that wrong. Anyway, and then double down
No,
on it.
it's not, and it's not just. I don't totally blame him. It had to be passed through
A bunch of
multiple
people.
people's ears. It doesn't make any sense.
And then, but then to double down on it instead of just changing the lyric and then re-releasing it or something like, no, you just double down on it. But could second that. But those are the most classic of classics, and
Yeah, but there's, and when I say classics, I mean like those arrangements, those particular versions of those songs. Like the what is it? Is it Judy Garland that sings "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas"? The original in a movie. Is that right?
she does sing a song in a movie. Is it? I think it might be.
I
She's
think
seen a
it's.
lot of songs.
Well,
I think
there's
it's.
one
But I
in a
think that's the
specifically in a movie. It's like
originating.
the original.
I think that's the originating. Hang
Um,
on, let's find out. Yeah, Judy Garland in the movie. Is the movie "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas"?
What's a White Christmas? Is
Meet
it
me in St.
unrelated?
Louis.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Julie Garland's not in White Christmas. Never mind.
White Christmas, I think, is like Bing Crosby.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a movie
Um,
too.
Yeah, have yourself a merry little Christmas. That is Judy Garland. It is in Meet Me in St. Louis. There's the Christmas song by Nat King Cole.
Hmm.
Um, we're gonna skip
I
that.
mean, I can understand be like, oh, I don't really want to hear these versions of these songs, but
Sure.
there are so many different genres that do crazy versions
Okay,
of
So
Christmas
you
songs.
did mention the Little Drummer Boy.
Hmm.
The only version that I really actually do like
Pentatonics.
is, huh?
Pentatonics.
Pentatonics.
That's one of the few that I actually like.
I do like theirs, but other
That
than
one-
that is David Bowie and Bing Crosby sing a version together with but it's not just that, it's he starts singing it with the "Come They Told Me," but then laid over that is this version that goes, "Peace on earth, can it
Oh
be?"
yeah.
And I actually kind of like that one. I think it's pretty.
Now, did Little Drummer Boy originate from that claymation?
Or was it the other way around?
Was it before?
That's what I'm asking.
Well, we'll take a look. Originally known as Carol of the Drum, it came out in 1941 by American
Probably not.
composer Catherine. So by Catherine Kennicott Davis
1968 was the
was the
movie.
claymation. So it had to have
Yeah.
been it was the other way around. The claymation was
Yeah.
based on the song.
Well, that makes it worse. Because if it was like, hey, we came up with a story about a little drummer boy and we
The
sang it
drummer-
in this movie.
Honestly, the Drummer Boy doesn't even bother me as bad as because
You
we
see
don't
what I
know.
see?
We're not necessarily told every person that might. I mean, we're told what happens, but could there have been this little boy who played the drums and he showed up? Could that have happened? Sure, why
And Mary's
not?
like, shut up. He's a baby. He doesn't want to
He's
hear
trying
drums.
to he's trying to
It's not
sleep.
very soothing.
But but
Such a great lullaby.
like could that have happened? There's a few other songs. There's one like Maria and her, is it Maria and like her bird or something? And it's another Christmas song. They didn't happen, but could we suspend our belief a little bit and be like, oh, that could have happened? But do you hear what I hear is all kinds of twisted, messed up. Like that just trying to tell a story that did not happen.
Yeah. You know
Right.
what Christmas song I was never really the fondest of? Jack knows this. I was never a big fan of Mary Did You Know?
Yeah, you and Rover.
Because she kind of did know.
Well,
A
Did she
lot of
understand
questions
the
that are asked in the
extent,
song she
though?
knew. She didn't know
no,
every question, but she knew a lot of them.
She's not necessarily the ones in that song. Like she knew, and that's my thing. Is I used to say the joke too. She knew, but if you listen to the song, there's a lot of things that she doesn't know the extent of, and I think that's his point. Like, did you?
Oh, man,
have-
we get the point. I'm
Facetious,
being very
but
facetious, but like,
but it was but that was a joke that Rover used to always make, and because he didn't like the song, he was like, she knew, and I'm like, she knew, but to what extent did she know? She didn't have a deep knowledge of all of this, and so I do think it's fun to sometimes
I think the funny
to
thing about that song is that it's written by a comedian.
it is, but he wrote a lot. He wrote a lot of music,
Because
but
he's saying with the Gaithers a lot.
yeah, but Mark Lowry,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but my pawpaw had a big old chin. That was one of his
Yeah, that was a
jokes.
shtick.
But and my dad used to listen to a bunch of his stuff, and he was funny. He was very funny. Pivot on your good foot, walk back to me. But he used to write funny songs as well. But then he wrote that one. It was beautiful, and it has taken the world captive. A lot of people
The
love that
CeeLo
song.
Green version I actually enjoyed, even though CeeLo's a little bit
I
of a
don't
hot
hate the
topic now.
song. I don't hate the song. He's what?
A little bit of a hot topic now.
Oh, I don't even know about all that. But what that's
I think he had some like SA scandal around him or
You
something.
did.
why am I not surprised? But all that to say, I don't hate the song. I do think. I mean, she knew because the angel. She knew what the angel told her. This song is supposing like, to what extent does she know? What does she actually know? And I think that's what the real point of it is. And so, once I came to that realization, I quit doing the whole she knew joke. Yeah, she knew, but she only had a snippet. She didn't know all of this. She
Really,
doesn't know.
really, the she knew thing is just a way to joke about it when you don't really care for the song.
Sure.
Like that's really what it is. Like,
But there's a lot of people that song they really love that song. In fact, someone asked me today to sing that song for this season.
yeah.
And we actually sang it back in like Jill and I sang it at our church back in like July or something. At our church for part of
Interesting.
our sermon series thing that we're doing at the time. But everyone loved it, and but people asked us to some people asked me today, like, will you sing that this time? But I love that song. It's my favorite. So
It's a good one. I actually do like that one.
I think we've established that Shelley's wrong and we're right.
Listen,
go
this
just
is
stay in
one-
your shell until
this is one
after
for me.
Thanksgiving.
Turtles
I'm not
hibernate.
expecting everyone to agree, and I'm fine with other people doing what they want. Just Alvin the Chipmunks also is a pain in the butt to listen to as well, though. Christmas.
What?
Alvin
That's
the
a fun
Chipmunks.
one.
I disagree. Disagree with that.
The thing is, you didn't like Mary Did You Know? Mary Did You Know? And she does, and she doesn't like the Chipmunk song, and you do.
Yeah.
Christmas, Christmas.
Which is fine. Which is fine.
So the one with Jackie Velasquez that they did several years back was a little weird when you have the line that says, "I still wanna date with you," and you realize these are minors.
True.
Very true.
That specific version though is a little bit weird when you put all of that around it. But I used to like that version, but now as like a father, I'm like, that's kind of weird. But I do like see, and I'm the one because I just like almost all Christmas songs that I'm just like, no, I like Mary Did You Know. I also like, the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song.
But you're not super fond of All I Want for Christmas.
No, I don't love all of
You
them.
don't hate it, but you don't.
Right. I don't even
love
love every version of Mary Did You Know. I have my specific favorites. The Winona Judd and Kenny Rogers is top tier for me because I like the vocals together and I like that their duet.
Top tier for Kenny Rogers is The Ball Goes Up
And the ball goes down, swing the bat all the way around.
That's the best Kenny Rogers song.
But I I do like those, and I'm not necessarily Mariah Carey Christmas songs kind of wear on the nerves. I think Mariah Carey can kind of wear on the nerves.
Can you turn the music up in my ears, please?
But
I can't hear the music.
But I have a friend from who actually, I was going to say high school. We were actually born on the same day. We went to school all the way, up until we graduated.
All the way.
All the way. But he was a big Mariah Carey fan, but she kind of wears on my nerves a little bit. But, and some songs do. Like, I'm not real big on Do You Hear What I Hear? However, if I hear it, I will hum along just because I know it. And I can mindlessly do that. So it doesn't necessarily bother me. It's just like, hey, this is not.
Is it
correct.
weird that one of my favorite Christmas songs is the entire soundtrack to Home Alone?
No.
I love it.
Even the one that was already a Christmas song, but it got real famous because of that.
You know what, Carol of the Bells?
No, Carol of the Bells has always been. What's the one he's dancing around in the?
Oh, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree?
Yeah.
Is that what made that song crazy famous?
Yeah. Like it was already like a famous song, but that it had not had the spike until that movie. Isn't that crazy?
Seeing all those silhouettes running around the house with
Yep.
Michael Jordan on the train.
Yep, on the train.
Yeah. Now I want to watch it. I love both Home Alone movies. They're the same story, and I don't even.
You say both like there's not 5 or 6 of them by now.
Yeah,
but the first two
but
are
you know what
are
I
the main
mean.
two, and the third one is the least bad of all of the remake or of the add-ons.
Yeah,
but the first two are the best, and I absolutely love both of them.
Yeah, they're the same story, and I don't freaking care.
I mean, it's the point. It's the point of it.
Yeah.
But I love them. I love them.
I like the second one even more because Donald Trump is in it.
Yeah, I know. He points him. He gives him the directions.
Down the hall and to the left.
Trump Claus.
Trump Claus. You're fired.
I was going to say something else, and I don't even remember what it is at this point, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, I think we've come to the end of this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
Handel's Messiah is a really good song.
Shelly, you go first. What's your final thoughts? What'd you say?
What's it? Is it Handel's Messiah? What's that?
Hallelujah. That one.
Yeah, that song.
It's not really a Christmas song, though they do play it at Christmas, right?
They play it a lot during Christmas. I don't know why, but I do enjoy that song a lot. So
right.
that on the
Okay, so that's your favorite Christmas song, Handel's Messiah?
Yes.
All right, Jack.
Oh, I didn't know we was doing favorite Christmas songs. I thought we was doing final thoughts.
This is our final thoughts, our favorite Christmas song.
That is a fun.
Well, I was not where my mind was going. My mind was going back to the point of this whole episode being
we'll close on this.
Are we decorating beforehand or what are we doing? And I guess it really just comes down to everybody do their own thing.
Yeah, it does. And now your favorite Christmas song.
I don't know what my favorite Christmas song is because I love all Christmas songs.
I love all Christmas songs. Oh, Holy Night is mine.
I do love. I have a few that are some of my favorites, but like one I always come back to is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And I love the history behind that. And I do love the Casting Crowns version of it. I know you're not a big Casting Crowns fan, but I do love their version of that song because it's a little more modern and upbeat. But I do love just the hymn of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh Holy Night's my favorite, but just honorable mention to the
Oh,
Reliant
Holy Night is
Caver-
your favorite butt. Oh, Holy Night
Oh,
is your
Holy Night.
favorite butt.
because we breathe through our butts.
No, only Shelley.
Only Shelley.
No, I decide not to do that.
But honorable mention to the Reliant K versions of 12 Days of Christmas and God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. Those are great.
No, the 12 Days of Christmas, it's got to be the Muppets version.
Ooh.
It makes
I
me
have to go
laugh
re-listen
every
to it.
time. 5 golden rings. Bum, bum.
All right, so my final thought is screw Shelley, and she's wrong.
In the butt.
On that note,
It doesn't have to be everyone's.
thank you guys for stopping by.
Yeah, Shelley, thank you for being here with us and having this discussion / debate.
Yes.
And Buck, I love you. Now,
You're the worst friend.
get out of my burrow.
Fine.
Goodness.
This burrow's not big enough for the two of us.
There's 3 of us in here, and you got a whole family of 6 people, 6 kids.
It's really snug.
It's not big enough for any of us.
Down and down the rabbit hole.